We're talking about big blizzard scenario underway. Tonight, all the ingredients coming to play.
Leaving the grunt work up to me, Gary. We've got the blizzard warnings in place for Nova Scotia here, and Halifax here included, Truro included, Yarmouth as well. Blizzard warnings really indicate that we've got snow, plus we've got very strong winds, which will gust up to 100 kilometers an hour. That will be very strong for Cape Breton Island as well as PEI. If you're in Fredericton, you're not in the warnings. You're really getting off easy with this storm. Through Newfoundland, you'll experience this storm on Thursday. Western shores, 25 to 35 centimeters. But note less amounts through the Avalon. That's because we're going to be in the warm sector of the storm, and we've got some rain for you. Even a rainfall warning in the southern Avalon, 20 to 35 millimeters. So with all these big totals, we've already seen quite a bit of snow moving through Atlantic Canada since the weekend. So this is going to be pretty messy. Halifax, expect to see 20 to 30 centimeters as we get into these lighter blues, a little bit less. For example, Moncton will be in the 10 to 20 centimeter range. Already along the eastern seaboard for New York airports, there have been major cancellations out of Boston too. So this huge storm system is just wreaking havoc in the U.S., and then it'll be our story for the maritime provinces as a nor'easter as we head into Wednesday. Notice this green on the map. That is the warmer region, and that's why through Newfoundland, through the Avalon, you're going to get into that rain. It is ending for the Maritimes by the end of the day Thursday, but then it ramps up for Newfoundland. It should be gone, though, by Friday, so we're looking at a improved weekend. Take you to a very chilly city of Montreal.
Then you suffer.
That's right. And it's always scary when you've got all the layers on and it feels still like you don't have enough. And that's exactly what we're dealing with these wind chill warnings in northern Quebec. Now, Montreal's not included, but overnight tonight, Montreal, it's going to feel closer to minus 37. So that's just below the warning criteria of about minus 40. So it is close enough. We had some very cold temperatures in Toronto and Ottawa to start off the day. Overnight, not much of a change. For Toronto, it's going to be minus 21, feeling closer to about minus 36. So again, it is a very chilly forecast for the city of Toronto here. And the thing is, we still have these northerly winds through the overnight. Wednesday's cold. We've got these purple colors to show you that it's just a blanket of cold weather across the board. Through to Thursday, we're not seeing much of an improvement. And then on Friday, a little bit warmer, but that's when we have some snow moving through, and that will cause problems on the road Friday into your commute home. So just a heads up on that. But here's the Thursday forecast for snow through Goderich and Sarnia. Right now, we do have some scattered flurries, which will bring about 2 to 5 centimeters when all is said and done. And as for BC, we've got this ridge in place. It's keeping some warmer air through BC. And for Calgary tomorrow, you're back to seasonal temperatures. All right, Gary, we've got this big storm that we've been following for the last few hours, and it is along the eastern seaboard where out of New York, out of Boston, there's flight cancellations and delays. It is a mess. And we're showing you this recent lightning strikes that have been moving through offshore, but there's a real warm sector with this system. Now, really close to the shorelines, we're going to see for the Maritimes very cold northeasterly winds. But heading into Newfoundland, we do have a rainfall warning in place. This area is going to be warmer. That's where we're going to get the rain. And for St. John's, we're going to see some mixing. But take a look at all these colors. That's a lot of different warnings. Note, we've got some blizzard warnings in place, a snowfall warning for Gander. And this is a look at how much rain we could get in the rainfall warning zone for the southern Avalon, 20 to 35 millimeters. On the way. Let's take you to this scene right here. People, once again, it's going to be one of those really cold, raw nights. Wind chills feeling closer to the minus 20s to the minus 30s. As far as the snow goes, we've got some light flurries really close to southwestern Ontario, around Sarnia. You can see them around London. No snowfall warnings, nothing big happening, though. Wind chill warnings are in place in through extreme northern Ontario and towards Winnipeg, where it will feel close to minus 40 through the overnight. We've got blizzard-like conditions there. Not a lot of snow, just the snow is being whipped around because of the cold winds. Overnight in Toronto, minus 21. Let's take you next to this scene, Gary. Well, hopefully, Gary, they're sending those beautiful shots to our website, theweathernetwork.com, and then we can share those images with you, or the rest of our viewers across the country. This ridge continues to hold in through Western Canada, and we note the colors here on this legend. These really dark purples are where we have the very cold air, so yeah, feeling closer to the minus 40s for Winnipeg. Really close and really cold in Regina, too, but we've got this warmer air with a ridge in place in the west. For Calgary tomorrow, you're going to be closer to seasonal at about about -3, but we still got some valley fogs to deal with. Vancouver, by the afternoon tomorrow, we do expect with the sun coming out for you to see less fog. We get up to 7 degrees, but for Tofino, for Port Hardy, it's still going to be very foggy for you. Daytime high tomorrow for Victoria is 8 degrees. Coming up, our storm watch coverage continues. We'll talk about Atlantic Canada. This
week, we're talking about big blizzard scenario underway.
Leaving the grunt work up to me, Gary. We've got the blizzard warnings in place. Yeah, if you're in Fredericton, you're not in the warnings. You're really getting off easy with this storm. Through Newfoundland, you'll experience this storm on Thursday. Western shores, 25 to 35 centimeters. And so this is going to be pretty messy. Halifax, expect to see 20 to 30 centimeters. And it feels still like you don't have enough. And that's exactly what we're dealing with these wind chill warnings. So just a heads up on that. But here's the Thursday forecast for snow through Goderich and Sarnia. Right now, we do have some scattered flurries, which will bring about 2 to 5 centimeters when all is said and done. And as for BC, we've got this ridge in place. It's keeping some warmer air through BC. And for Calgary tomorrow, you're back to seasonal temperatures.